Hi, everybody. Welcome to Touchmark Trivia. I'm glad you're joining me today. It is Tuesday. We play trivia every Tuesday at 4 o'clock, and then we replay the same trivia every Thursday at 4 o'clock. So thank you very much for joining us today. If you would like to write your answers on an answer sheet that looks like this, you can get these from downstairs at the mailroom area by the front desk. This just makes it a little bit easier. We do 4 rounds of 10 questions around, and this gives you the kind of the layout for writing down those answers. So I would love to have you follow along with us and write your answers down. There's not a lot of rules for our trivia here at Touchmark. Like I said, there's 4 rounds of 10 questions each. I just want you to answer honestly to the best of your ability and have fun. I don't give any extra points for getting them all right. You don't get anything taken away for getting them all wrong. I would just love to see everybody participating. So if you do fill out an answer sheet to show me that you followed along and you turn it in to me either at the front desk or on my office desk, I will deliver a prize to your door. So I would love to do that and deliver a prize to anybody that wants one. I just want to see that people are participating and following along with us. So thank you for doing that. If you have any questions, certainly just come talk to me, Nanette, in the Life Enrichment office. So with that, let's start our trivia and our first round of 10 questions. So question number 1 of round 1. What country did the Soviet Union invade on Christmas Eve in 1979? That's question number 1. I'll repeat the question and write that answer down. What country did the Soviet Union invade on Christmas Eve in 1979? Write down your answer. All right, question number 2. What is the 3rd letter of the Greek alphabet? That's a tricky one. What is the 3rd letter of the Greek alphabet? All right, question number 3. What churchman ministers to Robin Hood's band of merry men? So question number 3, what churchman, what religious person, ministers to Robin Hood's band of merry men? What's the name of their religious person? That's question 3. Question 4, what country are Royal Viking Line cruise ships registered in? So question number 4, what country are Royal Viking Line cruise ships registered in? All right, question number 5, write this down. What fastener is made up of hook tape, loop tape, and pile? That's a tricky one. Number 5, what fastener is made up of hook tape, loop tape, and pile? All right, question number 6. What valuable metal has the chemical symbol PT? Hope you know your elemental table. So question number 6, what valuable metal has the chemical symbol PT? All right, now we're on to question number 7. What did Andy Williams claim was his, quote, huckleberry friend, unquote? All right, so that's question number 7. What did Andy Williams claim was his, quote, huckleberry friend, unquote? All right, we're on question number 8. What Indian tribe's administrative center is in Window Rock, Arizona? So question number 8, what Indian tribe's administrative center can be found in Window Rock, Arizona? Now we're on question number 9. What is the smooth, hard coating on teeth called? So question number 9, what is the smooth, hard coating that's the top part of your teeth. What is that coating called? Ooh, we're on question number 10, last question around 1. Question 10. What bird usually provided the quills that were used for writing? So question number 10, what bird traditionally provided the quills that were used for writing? You know, if you have a quill that you have to fill with ink, what kind of quill was that? All right, so that was 10 questions. Let's go back over our answers. So I will read the question again and give you the answer, and you just want to self-correct your form and write down the number that you got correct. So question number 1, I ask you, what country did the Soviet Union invade on Christmas Eve in 1979? Very famous invasion. They were there, I think, for 11 years or something, maybe 13 years. I can't remember exactly. But the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan. We should have learned from the Soviets. So, number 1, the answer is Afghanistan. Second question I asked was, what is the third letter of the Greek alphabet? Alpha, beta, gamma is the third letter. So gamma is the answer to number 2. What's the third letter of the Greek alphabet? So gamma is the answer. Question number 3, what churchman ministers to Robin Hood's merry band of men? So that churchman would have been Friar Tuck. Friar Tuck was the churchman that was with Robin Hood's band. All right, question number 4. What country are Royal Viking Line cruise ships registered in? Well, obviously there's a clue in there with the Royal Viking part, but they are registered in Norway. So Norway is the answer to number 4. Number 5, what fastener is made up of hook tape, loop tape, and pile? Oh, I wish I had some here. That fastener is Velcro. So Velcro, you have the hook tape and the loop tape and the pile that it sticks to. All right, question number 6. What valuable metal has the chemical symbol PT? That valuable metal, platinum. Platinum. Let's pretend my watch is made of platinum. It's not, but let's pretend. So platinum is the answer to number 6. Number 7, what did Andy Williams claim was his, quote, huckleberry friend, unquote? Well, you remember the famous song, My Huckleberry Friend, Moon River. So Moon River is the answer to number 7. Moon River and me. I think that's how it goes. So Moon River is the answer to 7. All right, question number 8. What Indian tribe's administrative center can be found in Window Rock, Arizona? That Indian tribe is the Navajo tribe. So the Navajo tribe has their administrative center in Window Rock. So Navajo is the answer to number 8. Number 9, what is the smooth, hard coating of teeth called? Do you remember? What's that? Tooth? It's tooth enamel. Enamel is the answer to that one, to number 9. So enamel. And number 10, what kind of bird traditionally provided the quills that were used in writing? And traditionally, people used goose quills, the goose feathers. Goose quills are what they use. So goose is the answer to number 10. All right, so check that first round off and let's go on to round 2. So round 2, question number 1. The question is, what building in Washington, D.C. bears the inscription, equal justice under law? So question number 1, what building in Washington, D.C. bears the inscription, equal justice under law? Oh, I've been there. The last time I was in Washington, I went there. It's fabulous. All right, question number 2. How many times a year are day and night of equal length? How many times a year? So question number 2, how many times a year are day and night of equal length? Write your answer down. All right, let's go on to number 3, question number 3. What country marched into the stadium last? at the opening ceremonies of the 1984 Olympic Games in Los Angeles? So, question number 3. What country marched into the stadium last at the opening ceremonies of the 1984 Los Angeles Summer Olympic Games? All right, now we're on question number 4. What Australian animal was once labeled paradoxus by astonished scientists who had discovered it? All right, so question number 4. What Australian animal was once labeled paradoxus by astonished scientists when they discovered it? Although it was probably discovered before then, but by our scientists, so to speak. All right, question number 5. In what musical production would you hear the hero singing the song, "If I Were a Rich Man"? Some of you might have seen this recently. All right, so question number 5. What musical production would you hear the hero singing, "If I Were a Rich Man"? I'm an awful singer, I apologize. But what play or what movie or what production is that song from? That's number 5. Number 6. What kind of a fish traditionally produces the eggs that caviar is made from? I don't think I've ever had caviar. So, question number 6. What kind of a fish traditionally produces the eggs that caviar is made from? Write that answer down. All right, question number 7. What 3 colors would you find in New Zealand's flag? Ooh, I must be on a New Zealand bent here. So question number 7. What 3 colors would you find in New Zealand's flag? All right, let's go on to question number 8. I know I go fast. I'm sorry about that. But question number 8. What organs are failing or not working properly if you're undergoing dialysis? So that's question number 8. What organs are failing if you are undergoing dialysis? That's number 8. All right, question number 9. What organization was George H.W. Herbert Walker Bush the director of in 1976 and 1977? He's pretty famous for being their director. All right, so number 9, what organization was George Bush the Elder, the first George Bush, the director of in 1976 and 77? All right, question number 10, final question. Number 10, what major religion's sacred scriptures are written in Sanskrit? There's only so many major religions. Guess one of them. All right, so question number 10, what major religion's sacred scriptures are written in Sanskrit? Write your answer down. All right, let's go back and go over those answers then. So round 2, the first question was, what building in Washington, D.C. bears the inscription, "Equal Justice Under Law"? That should be an easy one because, of course, that would be the Supreme Court building. So the Supreme Court building is the answer to number 1. It doesn't have a name. It's just the Supreme Court building. All right, number 2. How many times a year are day and night of equal length? Summer and winter solstice right there. So twice a year, 2 times a year, day and night are equal length. So 2 is the answer to number 2. All right, question number 3. What country marched into the stadium last at the opening ceremonies of the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics? The home country, the hosting country, always gets to come in last. So, of course, the USA marched in last at the Los Angeles Olympics. So, USA, we got it. Number 3, the answer is the US. Number 4, I said this was New Zealand, but it's not. What Australian animal was once labeled paradoxus by the astonished scientist who discovered it or saw it for the first time for themselves? Of course, the most paradoxical animal on Earth, The platypus. The platypus. They are so paradoxical. Is that a word? I don't know. Anyway, paradoxus, that was the platypus. All right, number 5. In what musical production would you hear the hero singing the song, If I Were a Rich Man? Fiddler on the Roof. Yes, we just had that. We watched that here at Touchmark not too long ago. I did not realize it's like a 3.5-hour movie. I had to apologize. So anyway, the answer to number 5, the Fiddler on the Roof. All right, number 6. What kind of fish traditionally produces the eggs that are used to make caviar? Caviar is made from the eggs of sturgeon. Sturgeon. I can't imagine it matters what fish eggs you're eating. They're probably disgusting. Maybe not. I'll try it someday. So anyway, the answer to number 6, sturgeon. All right, number 7. What 3 colors would you find in New Zealand's flag? Okay, so I thought I was talking about New Zealand when I was talking about a platypus. Obviously, I'm not. That's Australia. But the same colors, red, white, and blue, are in New Zealand's flag, as they are also in Australia's flag and the U.S. flag and the flag of Great Britain. So anyway, red, white, and blue is the answer to number 7. Number 8. What organs are failing if you are having to undergo dialysis? Well, of course, your kidneys would be failing if you're undergoing dialysis. So the answer to number 8, kidneys. Number 9, what organization was George H.W. Bush the director of in 1976 and 1977? George Herbert Walker Bush famously was the director of the CIA, the Central Intelligence. What is that? Administration? CIA? It's the CIA, whatever it is. All right, number 10. What major religion's sacred scriptures are written in Sanskrit? That major religion would be Hinduism. So the Hindu religion, their texts are written in Sanskrit. So anyway, self-correct that, and we will go on to round 3. All right. Oh, I better make sure we've got it here. Round 3, question number 1. What popular breed of horse got its name from the Palouse River? All right, so number 1, what popular breed of horse got its name from the Palouse River? All right, question number 2, write this answer down. What do golfers call the chunk of earth that is cut out of the ground accidentally during an iron shot? So number 2, what do golfers call the chunk of earth cut out of the ground accidentally during an iron shot? What is that little piece of ground called? All right, write that down. Number 3, question number 3 of round 3. What Colorado city is the Adolph Coors Company headquartered in? Oh, they're very famous. In fact, it's probably the only thing that makes this little town in Colorado famous. All right, so question number 3. What Colorado city is the Adolph Coors Company headquartered in? All right, question number 4. How many millimeters are there in a kilometer? There's some math involved. So question number 4. How many millimeters are there in a kilometer? All right, question number 5. What recreational activity demands that you breathe through a regulator? Question number 5 is, what recreational activity demands that you breathe through a regulator? Write that answer down. All right, question number 6. What kind of oil is produced from flaxseed? What kind of oil is produced from flax or from flax? I think it's from the seed. I think. Anyway, from flax. Let's say that. That's question 6. All right, question number 7. What U.S. state elected Michael Dukakis as their governor before he ran for president? All right, so question number 7. What U.S. state elected Michael Dukakis as their governor before he ran for president? That must have been back in the 80s. A lot of these questions obviously are from the 80s. 88 maybe? Was that Michael Dukakis? And Ferraro, Geraldine Ferraro? No, maybe it was 84. No, that was Gary. I don't know. Maybe that was Gary Hart. I can't remember. Anyway, where was Michael Dukakis the governor? All right, question number 8. What company shows visitors how to stuff pineapples into cans at 650 Iwalei Road in Honolulu? It's a pretty famous company. So number 8, what company shows visitors how to stuff pineapples into cans at 650 Iwalei Road in Honolulu? There's probably only one pineapple company, so name it. That's number 8. All right, number 9. The island of Formosa is also known as what? So question number 9. The island of Formosa is also known as what? And question number 10. What is the common psychiatric term for the erroneous belief that others are out to do you in? I'm sure it's not a good psychiatric condition. So number 10, what is the common psychiatric term for the erroneous belief that other people are out to get you or out to do you in? What is that called? All right, let's go over these answers. Round 3 answers. Number 1, I ask, what popular breed of horse got its name from the Palouse River? The Palouse River, I think, is up in Washington and Oregon, maybe northern Idaho, kind of like the Columbia River. Anyway, so the Palouse, up in that area, the horses, Appaloosas. It's spelled a little different, but Appaloosa is the breed of horse. So that's the answer to number 1. Number 2, what do golfers call the chunk of earth that gets cut out of the ground accidentally during an iron shot? That is called a divot. You have to put your divots back. Be sure to do that. So a divot is the answer to number 2. Number 3, what Colorado city is the Adolph Coors Company headquartered in? If you ever drink beer, Coors beer, of course, comes from Golden, Colorado. So Golden is the answer to number 3. Number 4, how many millimeters are in a kilometer? So how many of these are in one of these? 1,000,000. That's how many. 1,000,000 millimeters are in a kilometer. So that's the great thing about the metric system. You just have to keep adding zeros and zeros and zeros. So 1,000,000 is the answer to number 4. Number 5, what recreational activity demands that you breathe through a regulator? That would be scuba diving. That's the recreational activity, scuba diving. I've never scuba dived. Anyway, scuba diving is the answer to 5. All right, number 6, what kind of oil is produced from flax? Oh, if you've ever seen it, it's linseed oil. So linseed oil is from the flax plants. So linseed is the answer to number 6. Number 7, what U.S. state elected Michael Dukakis as their governor before he ran for president? That state was Massachusetts. Michael Dukakis was from Massachusetts. So that's the answer to number 7. Number 8, what company shows visitors how to stuff pineapples into cans at 650, which is the address, 650 Iwalei Road in Honolulu? The most famous pineapple company ever in the world that we all know of, Dole, is the answer. So the Dole Company is the answer to number 8. Number 9, the island of Formosa is also known as what? The island of Formosa is also known as Taiwan. So Taiwan is the answer to number 9. And number 10, what is the common psychiatric term for the erroneous belief that other people are out to do you in, that other people are out to get you? That psychiatric term is paranoia. You are inflicted with paranoia or suffering from paranoia. I wouldn't recommend it. So anyway, that's round 3. Let's go on to our final round of Touchmark Trivia. So final round, question number 1. What future president was the very first U.S. Secretary of State? That's question number 1. What future president was the first U.S. Secretary of State? All right, question number 2. What nuts are a vital ingredient in a Waldorf salad? I don't like Waldorf salad. So anyway, number 2. What nuts are a vital ingredient in Waldorf salad? Question number 3. What president presided over the U.S. bicentennial celebrations? Do you remember the bicentennial? I do. I was like 8. It was fun. We got to go see the president. So anyway, the question is, number 3, what president presided over the U.S. bicentennial celebrations? Number 4, I said I was on a New Zealand kick. So number 4, what bird is featured on a 20-cent New Zealand coin? Their version of a dime, but it's 20 cents. So number 4, what bird is featured on the 20-cent New Zealand coin? Number 5, question number 5. Where was Elvis so lonely he could die? According to one of his early songs. So, question number 5. Where was Elvis so lonely he could die? According to one of his songs, one of his early hits. That's question 5. All right, question number 6. What creature is represented in the astrological sign of Cancer? Oh, all those astrological signs where you get your horoscope. Cancer is represented by what animal? That's question number 6. Question number 7. What song opens with the line, "Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money"? That's the opening line of the song. What's the name of the song? That's what I want to know. So number 7, what song opens with the line, "Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money"? I sang it for you. That should help. Anyway, number 8. What ski resort is only 6 miles from Ketchum, Idaho? So question number 8. What ski resort is only 6 miles from Ketchum, Idaho? Question number 9. What kind of alcohol puts the kick in a Tom Collins? So question number 9. What kind of alcohol puts the kick in a Tom Collins? What do you use to mix a Tom Collins besides Collins mix? I think it has Collins mix. Anyway, question number 10, the last question of our round here. What marionettes 1950 look-alike contest attracted 17,000 photos that were sent to the NBC studios? So question number 10, what marionettes 1950 look-alike contest attracted 17,000 photos that were sent to the NBC studios? How many marionettes can you name from 1950 that would have had a look-alike contest? So anyway, write that answer down. That's number 10. And of course, I'd love to always give you a bonus question. Bonus question right here. In what South American country would you visit Machu Picchu? That's the question for the bonus. In what South American country would you visit Machu Picchu? Write that answer down for your bonus. All right, so let's go back over our answers here. Question number 1, I asked, what future president was the first U.S. Secretary of State? So our very first Secretary of State, Thomas Jefferson. So Jefferson is the answer to number 1. Number 2, what nuts are a vital ingredient in a Waldorf salad? I don't like Waldorf salad, but the vital ingredient nut is a walnut. It has walnuts in it. So walnut is the answer to number 2. Number 3, what president presided over the U.S. bicentennial celebrations? That was in 1976. It was an election year, but President Ford, Gerald Ford, was the one that presided over those celebrations on the 4th of July of that year. Jimmy Carter, of course, won the election later that year, but Gerald Ford is the answer to number 3. Number 4, what bird is featured on a 20-cent New Zealand coin? That bird, what's the only bird you can name from New Zealand? The kiwi, of course. A kiwi is featured on their 20-cent coin. Number 5, where was Elvis so lonely he could die? According to one of his early hits. I can't think of the whole thing. Anyway, the answer is Heartbreak Hotel. Since my baby left me and found a new place to dwell. Anyway, that one, Heartbreak Hotel, is the answer to number 5. Number 6, what creature is represented by the astrological sign of Cancer? So if you are a Cancer, we're going to call you crabby because the crab is the astrological symbol for the sign of Cancer. So crab is the answer to number 6. Number 7, what song opens with the line, "Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money"? What song is that? Ain't got a barrel of money. And we're riding along, singing our song, Side by Side. That's the name of the song, Side by Side. I couldn't remember all the words. Anyway, the song is Side by Side. I think Peggy Lee might have sang that one. So anyway, Side by Side is the answer to number 7. Number 8, what ski resort is only 6 miles from Ketchum, Idaho? That would be Sun Valley. I don't know how many Idaho resorts there are, but the one famous one is Sun Valley. So that's the answer to number 8. Number 9, what kind of alcohol puts a kick in a Tom Collins? Well, Tom Collins, you use gin. I don't like gin. So gin is the answer to number 9 for what goes in a Tom Collins, gin. And number 10, what marionette 1950 look-alike contest attracted 17,000 photos that were sent to the NBC studios? Okay, so what marionette was very popular and famous then? Howdy Doody. Oh, I feel bad for all those little redheaded kids. Anyway, Howdy Doody is the answer to number 10. And now, hope you did well on that round. The bonus question, in what South American country would you visit Machu Picchu? Well, of course, that's a very famous Incan ruins with the pyramids and the whole city. That can be found in the country of Peru. So Peru is the answer to the bonus question. All right, so that brings us to the end of our Touchmark trivia, our 4 rounds. So tally up your numbers. Drop off your answer sheet at the front desk or leave it in my office. I hope you had fun playing. I think trivia is fun, and remember that's the reason that you should be doing it, just for fun and to play along with us. So have a happy week, and I'll be back next week with some more Touchmark trivia.